It's Aloha Friday. We brought the Aloha shirts. Welcome back, hula hands. And congratulations to the 300th subscriber, Johnny.
It's your weekly Hawaiian holiday. I just gotta love a culture that celebrates every single week, man. And we celebrate the weekend. But here's the truth, gang. Life on Maui every day feels like a weekend. So
That's why everyone
that's
wants
the
to come
truth.
back. That's why people watch the show. That's why people are interested in potentially buying something. Johnny, lots of exciting things happening this week. Some interesting rumors, tax reductions,
Big
some
time tax
craziness happening in the
reductions.
vacation market.
Yep.
I mean, where do we start?
Well, the whales are still here, but they are slowly going home. And it's amazing how much you can feel the tempo just kind of go down after February. So they're still out there. People are still going on tours and hanging out and seeing them. Wife works in the hotel industry as a concierge. She was explaining to me yesterday that although she's in Kaanapali and the weather really happened in South Maui, people are canceling their vacations because they heard of the destruction in South Maui. So I found that interesting. Some people were canceling specifically because of murky water. That's how important snorkeling was for them on their vacations. So people definitely are big fans of Maui. They love it, but they have their reasons for loving it. And that's why they come time after time. So cleanup does continue in South Maui. So happy to see that happening. But man, there's some big sinkholes, some big portions of the road, couple of sections, Kamole 2 Beach, and then definitely a lot of North Kihei is going to take some fixing. So we do have a bypass, so you're still getting around Kihei, gang. We don't shut that portion of the island down. And one can say that with all the flooding that Kihei has to deal with, that we get kind of good at doing the cleanup fairly quickly as well.
They seem to be. I mean, it's not the first time there's been flooding in that region in North Kihei. I mean, maybe the third, fourth, fifth time that I've seen it since living on Maui, being a part of Maui in the last 7, 8 years. I mean, this one may be a little bit stronger than some of the other ones in terms of water flow and that sort of thing, but they've been dealing with that issue for a long while. There's a lot of talks I'm seeing on different social media about zoning, about flood zones in this area. I mean, even some of the names was quite interesting. I don't know if you've seen some of those, like Kalani Hakoi, some of these sorts of names like water spout, water fountain, water this. Like all the names of these roads in North Kihei are all around water and springs and natural springs and this sort of thing. So at some point in the 70s, someone gave the go-ahead to create infrastructure around this area and to build neighborhoods and to build condos. I don't know who that was, but it is interesting that we keep going back to those moments as like finger pointing, like, hey, stupid people, why did you build in a flood zone? But someone green lighted it and a bunch of people green lighted it. And, I don't know if it was just money related. That's the comments that, hey, it was just money. Everyone just wanted money. But I mean, there's a lot of beautiful areas you could build. So
Hey, Florida has hurricanes all the time. People live
it's true.
there. That's just what we
New
humans do.
Orleans,
We're
New Orleans
adaptable
floods.
species, man. That's it.
So it's
Just part of living in the world.
part of what you process, though. I mean, as a takeaway, Johnny, I'm gonna take a few condos off my list of recommendations based on the continual flooding. I've seen a few reports even from people live from condo complexes on
Kihei.
the Lanai.
Yeah.
I mean, Kihei Kai is toast. If you haven't seen the videos, I mean, Kihei Kai is dunzo.
At least
That
that one building is, the front
that
building.
front building is rough. But next door, I've seen people, Malaya surf on the lanai, like recording themselves, dropping it on social media, and they're like, yeah, it's flooding. People are like stuck in their condos, and there's mud flying around, and the pool's filling up. So yeah, I think there's going to be some spots to stay away from. So that North Kihei area is definitely something to think twice about.
I'm going to speak a little truth here. I mean, this is part of island life, especially in Hawaii. We are literally the most isolated state and kind of landmass or what have you, right? We are literally out in the middle of the ocean. We get some weather, but here's the truth. Like 350 days are literally Groundhog Day over and over and over again. 85 degrees,
You don't look at the weather
trades,
report. You
5
just
to
go.
15. That's it. And then it's punctuated with, 15 or 20 days of weather. And quite frankly, I look forward to it. I mean, I like the breakup. I don't like the destruction, but I enjoy the weather. And man, the thunder, like I've never heard anything like it. It's cool to experience. I hate the
It's not
destruction.
all
Don't get
that
me wrong.
uncommon, Johnny, in the big picture of things, that most places in the world have some sort of weather a few days out of the year, right? I mean, I'm in Hong Kong. We have typhoon season. So August to September, I mean, you're battening down the hatches. You might get a big super typhoon coming through. I mean, Florida deals with it. Minnesota, where I grew up, we got tornado season, thunderstorms, hail, straight line winds. I mean, I was in Oklahoma in Moore a few years back when that tornado happened. Like, there's things that happen. And that's part of places. I mean, pretty minimal, I would say, on Maui. Unfortunately, the last few years, the fire and the flood, it looks like, Maui's just kind of this awful place to be and lots of bad things happening. But in the grand scheme of things, there hasn't been that many large scale weather events over the history of Maui
We're
yet.
a famous location, so we get attention, right? We make headlines. And you're right. I mean, after we go through the fire, news likes to kind of show the hits keep coming, and they have for a lot of people, man. In our
Oh,
personal real estate group text, and I'm seeing this particular family show up on social media as well. I mean, lost their house in Lahaina, now a flooded house in Kihei, right? The hits just keep coming for that
well, you seen
particular family
the
there.
resident manager at Kihei Kai lost his house in the fire,
And then
and
lost
now
the
his
place now there.
condo, and lost his job potentially. I mean, just it was heartbreaking. I was watching that video; it made me want to cry. I'm like, man, that is a lot of tragedy for people to deal with. And Maui's resilient. Seeing people bounce back already, seeing people help people, Valley move their house around. I mean, the cool part is the community comes together on these things.
It really,
Unfortunate that
really does.
sometimes it seems like it takes these events to rally everyone around, but people are rallying around. That is the beauty of the small town. You seem, a lot of those sorts of issues that we see in the news and locals versus non-locals seems to go away in these moments, which is cool.
We are the most generous, like in terms of Americans, right? We are literally known as some of the most generous people on earth. I mean, we really do show up in natural disasters, whether in our backyard or somewhere else in the world. So I think people need to remember that. So
The news has
my thoughts on that.
sensationalized things a little bit.
It
Maui,
does.
still some amazing moments, places, people, and this is another opportunity to bounce back. And maybe, Johnny, there'll be a few more solutions around this flooding area and water containment and that sort of thing. There's opportunity to have some better solutions. One other thing
Agreed.
that nobody's talking about is
Water
the
catchment?
erosion and the removal of a lot of the vegetation up mountain. A lot of the farming and all of that sort of stuff has been removed. So a lot of this water is not slowing down. It's not going into the soil, anything like that, because there is no vegetation anymore. It's gone. It's dried up. It's burned. It's removed. I mean, water engineering 101, water's got to go somewhere, and plants and stuff like that kind of water. So containment ponds, something like that. I mean, there seems like there's probably opportunity to rethink that a little bit. And I just don't think you're going to come through, a la some of these condos that people have been frustrated about being close to the water. You're not going to come through a flood zone and just remove a whole neighborhood of houses or 6 condos. Like, that's just not going to happen.
For
That's not
me,
a solution.
the one thing that I notice about our species, humanity, is like, man, when there's necessity, our genius does show up. And I wish that we would be more open to maybe just discussing alternative solutions. I keep going back to Australia, but man, those guys, they move sand around at a high level. It provides them with entertainment and, health and tourism, and, they're doing it. So it seems to work. They seem to love the earth just as much as we do. I mean, they hold up surfers harder than we do, even Hawaii, man. Like, you're a big deal if you're a surfer in Australia. So anyway, my thoughts on that.
We have it. Let's give them the hot list, Johnny, shall we? This part of the show, we talk you through what's going on in the market, try to give you a foundation, what's happening, what to look for, what to overlook, what to dig deeper into, and kind of everything in between. So here is the hot list. A lot of aspiration, Johnny. There's our nomenclature of the day. Aspirational pricing.
This is literally right down the street from my
Mechanical.
house here.
So one bedroom condo for
Yep.
$1,450,000.
And they're trying to feed off of Napili Point, which is another one of these outliers, a la Kihei Surfside. Some of these outliers where they just bring big money even for one bedrooms, right? They don't
Napili
move
Point is in the
quickly.
civic improvement zone, though, versus Honeykiana Cove is not, correct?
Ooh, I think that Konokiana Cove is also in Napili Civic. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. What does it say?
Check. What does it
Yeah,
say?
let's do it.
I'll look it up. I mean, people love Honeykiana Cove for snorkeling, right, Johnny?
I mean, it really, really is some of the best. It's one of those where people find it in a guidebook, and then I just see them randomly going along the path, which is for beach access. Myself, Honakiana Cove is when the waves are too big out in the spot directly in front there called Little Max. I have to paddle into Honakiana Cove and jump over some fences to go home because I can't get in at my normal location because the waves are too big.
So taxes say H1 zone. Interesting. So
Those
hotel
guys.
zoned. So
Yeah.
that's working for you. I mean, the unit
Yep.
itself, kind of interesting finishes, Johnny. All kinds of wallpaper, color, different tiles, different stones. I mean, that in itself is probably not the most appealing to people, but I mean, beautiful
This is
view.
definitely hope for gain pricing, Danny. I mean, these guys are so firm on it, right? 350 days in, they only dropped by 50,000. Not sure if they got an offer in the past that then blew up because for sellers, that's the kiss of death. They really think, nope, somebody offered it to me, somebody else will. And sometimes it's just one. And when they don't want it, nobody else wants it at that price
These
there.
guys bought it in 2005 for 720 money. So there's some room
There it
there.
is.
Doesn't seem like they want to budge though.
Beautiful views. Here we go, guys.
295 at Papakea.
The most highly nuanced in terms of zoning and different types of ownership. Papakea Resort. Hotel zone in a small location, apartment zone predominantly, and still some leasehold involved in there, guys. So 295. That's the teaser. That's what makes people so attracted to leasehold because your entry price is so much less than what is typical. But with Papakea Resort, man, I don't know. Just wait a little while.
Wait and see what's going to happen. So that's $1,500 a month in your HOA fees plus another $769 for your lease fee. Goes till 2041. Probably not a lot of risk of that, going back to the developer or the
Agreed.
owner
No.
because there's so many different units in here. But we'll see how low this one goes.
Yep. If they're going to sell you the fee, probably be between 600,000 or so, pushing 7. I know that because I've seen others that have offered where it's fee available.
At that point, it kind of feels crazy. Then you're almost $1 million for a one bedroom, which one bedrooms are
Precisely.
around 600,000-700,000.
Agreed.
Kind of a weird spot. Might be a waited out.
Holo Road. Make it make sense. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths with 3,433 square feet of living space. How big is my living room, Danny?
It must be massive. Look at
And
it.
it is. Holy cow. Yes, that is a fireplace, guys. It gets cool up here in Makawao, Linda area.
Sure does.
So some rehabbing in 2021. I mean, on a per square foot basis, kind of dealish. I mean, you're looking at 2 acres. You do have a detached cottage as well. Looks like a fairly new fireproof roof on there also.
Yeah, kind of an interesting opportunity. Little cottage. I mean, up in the middle of nowhere. Got some space. $2 million. Started off at 2.2. They're down 200,000, 200 days. Haven't found the right buyer yet.
Kealani Gardens still flexing, man.
Hasn't really gone down a whole lot, has it?
It hasn't. Now this one's not moving here, granted, but started out at 739. It's an original kitchen there, at least up on the bottoms. But man, good square footage, $820 for the fees. This is the lower original section of Kealani. Many people think Kealani is just all of that that's up on the slopes of the West Maui Mountains, but it actually started down below across from the highway. Just full disclosure, close proximity to our local jail. So for some people, that's pause. For others, many others, no big deal. So that little water retention basin there, Danny, there was a lot of discussion. That thing's about 15 feet deep right there. Typically has a whole bunch of goats in there that keep it trim. The owner got the goats out before the big rain, but I heard that thing filled up. So about 10, 15 feet of water. Pretty crazy.
That's what those things are for. That's working. That's
That's
a
right.
good things.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
interesting. I mean, kind of your appeal on this unit, very dark inside. I mean, a lot of black colors, black paint, black furniture. I mean, all those things kind of play into how people see it online, how they see it in person. So things to think about as you consider selling your property.
A little bit of a
Johnny,
yard with those, so that's something to express. Man, just again, the aspirations.
47. I mean, these units a few years ago, you couldn't even get your hands on them. It was so difficult. Just so many people want them. Hotel zoned in Kihei. You got a building in front of you, but pretty nice views. Nice rooftop. 99 for a 1-bedroom though.
Yep. So a lot of sellers right now that are in hotel zone feel like that is the flex, right? Like everybody wants what I have, it's hotel zone, so I'm safe. But man, there's just so much uncertainty. That's the feeling that I have in this market, right? And when humans are uncertain about things, a lot of them just freeze and they don't do anything, and that's why the market is what it is. Starting to see some signs of life though. Last month, we definitely saw a lot of condos move. We just need more sellers to realize where the market is in terms of pricing. Like that's the big issue right now is so much of the inventory is if I get what I want, I'll sell. And it's not, I'll take what the market's going to give me.
And that's just such an interesting conversation, right? Because us as agents are hired to kind of help you sell your property. So our focus is getting it sold. And oftentimes, a lot of these sellers are focused on a certain price that they feel excited about to actually sell it because they still kind of like Maui most of the time. Even if they want to sell it, they still kind of like it. They have feelings about it. And they also feel a certain value of it. So there's a bit of this tension in the air sometimes between, seller selling and an agent wanting to help. And, sometimes the agent's able to talk through those things, and sometimes the seller just leads the way and tells you what to do, and it kind of sits here.
It's going to be interesting to see AI come into our industry. So here we go, guys. I mean, for in the world of Wailea Point, so not the direct ocean view portion there, sits a little bit further up. So you can imagine prices go drastically higher as we come down to those trophy units there in the front, but still a very exclusive and luxurious address to have nonetheless. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1558 square feet. Is it Ulua or Polo Beach that I'm on there, Danny? It's Ulua, huh?
Aloha on one side, Polo on the other side.
Those cabinets just were used throughout everything on Maui. I have them in my kitchen right now.
Yeah,
bro.
everywhere on Maui. In Kapalua, in your
And that
neighborhood,
tile.
in Wailea Point. I mean, look at, you're like 1987. This was super luxury. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. I mean, now, like you were saying, Johnny, the price range from like here, 3 million, all the way up to the ocean front is like 15, 20, 25 million. I mean, such a range in a complex, but yes, very prestigious.
Now, is that one the one that's technically hotel zone that you can do some stuff at, or is that the other one? No, that's villas.
Rent that one.
Got it.
No
Haleakala Shores, guys. There are some email offers that we're privy to. These guys just reduced by 75,000. They'll include a tutor, a herd of goats, and a small Volkswagen Bug if you buy this. I'm kidding. There's some opportunities where they'll give the buyer some money to help out buy down some interest rates, some different credits.
Furniture credit.
Willing to give me some additional bonus money
to the agent if you bring a buyer. Yeah, so that's, I mean, a great way to know someone is kind of interested in selling but not super interested is when they start offering all kinds of additional things. Free tacos, HOA fees being paid, a bonus to your agent. I mean, I don't know how that helps you, but yeah, your agent got more money for selling this particular unit. So very interesting. For me, just drop the price.
And this one seems to be updated too, man, because I've been in some real dogs at Haleakala Shores. Amazing location, right? We are right at Com 3. If you're used to Kamole Sands, etc., this is just directly in front there. You do just pop across the street and enjoy a beautiful beach. This one has been updated, man, kind of a la 2006-ish. So this one is on the side. There's the little road there, so... not much of
in the back
view.
Building on the road.
Yeah,
kind of dark.
So inside. This guy here, apartment zoned. So there's motivation there. You could vacation rent this until 2031, unless the lawsuits cause things to go a little crazy. So there we go. $5,000 credit.
Dropping price on this one. It was at
bit of an opportunity here. Yeah,
down to $995. These guys are ready to sell, Johnny.
There's really, really good values here. Kaanapali Royal, one of the first complexes to do a big lawsuit against Maui County Council and the new Bill 9. Reason for it, they got the receipts. I mean, they have their developer documents where they expressly state what was going to be used for. So this one will be an interesting one to watch play out. These live large, 1,534 square feet. This one needs absolutely everything. They did update the air conditioning unit, which is awesome. But some views
What did
too.
you just say, Johnny? General contractor, 150-ish thousand for a remodel on this guy?
Yeah, the problem with giving estimates for remodels is like your taste dictates how much you're going to pay, right? So if you want to blow out the finishes and bring some stuff in from Spain, you can spend all kinds of money. But we could get this done, I believe, buck and change.
Buck and change up to 200, something like that. Gives
Full
you an
on.
idea.
Yeah. Here we go. Little 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
We mentioned this one the other day, but beautiful oceanfront in Haiku.
Still hanging out. There you
Still
go.
hanging out. Another Papakea. Here you go. Studio for $495. But this one's up front. Big ocean view. Look at those views. $495 studio. 700 month in fees. But these guys are living in it. So you got the homeowner exemption on your taxes. Look at that, Johnny. What are they paying? $700-800 a year for taxes?
It's a crazy thing over here, man. Yep.
Harbor Lights, $259 in the A building. It's a decent looking unit. Someone's living in there, making it their own. That's Harbor Lights. Fees, though. That makes it crazy. Here's an interesting one, Johnny. In the Peely How. Right on the road.
Man, in the world of aspirations.
That feels like a lot of money for 2,000 square feet, Johnny.
I mean, I know the neighborhood well. I'm going to agree with you.
On the road and looking for 2.4 million.
Maybe some rental opportunity in there.
Wailuku coming down, sub $1 million, 1,500 square feet in Waihe'e.
Waihe'e. Wow. Coming out the gate strong.
It looks like maybe a flip, remodeled, updated. Look. Oh, that looks nice. Could imagine that one moves fairly quickly.
Oh, Legends of Maui Lani. 17 days in. Price it well. She moves. Updates
Just throw
in
anything in Maui
2024.
Lani, 1.2 million. Anything else in Wailuku Town, 1.1 million, and you're good to go. This cute little guy. And Kihei, look at this sub 900, Johnny. With the yard. No need for condo living. 032, 864 square feet. Damn. Couple of rentals. I'd like to show you these options. Halama Street. This is a cottage. $4,600 a month. Went for. Looks across the street from the ocean side.
There you go.
Kind of updated.
Rented too.
There you go. Rented.
I want to say that there's a group of these in that location. Whoa. Koakai already starting to do some long-term rentals, man.
Or vacation rentable apartment zone. So that might be going away. This one, $2,600 a month.
It's kind of a deal.
Kind of a deal for Kihei. Couple of solds. Akahi just always moves, no matter what, Johnny. 1,475, 30 days, done.
Oh, and this one is interestingly on Bill 9, right? So,
Yes.
Kihei Holiday, man.
Hotel Zone. This was a
Wow.
deal, Johnny. 879.
Yeah.
They came 675 with the loan. So nice unit. No views or anything. The one bath is kind of a downside on this. But 323 days it took to get this guy going. People forgot about it. And last but not least, Lahaina Shores.
Bambo.
Not the best location in the complex, but 330,000 with a loan. Get it done.
People are finding dreams again, man.
The dreams are being revived.
330. Yes, they are.
And restored. And Maui's back like it never left. Bounce back. COVID, fire, flood, doesn't matter. Maui's still Maui. People are still wonderful, and everyone wants a piece of it.
So true.
That's the Aloha Friday. If you made it all the way to the end, wow. You're hanging out with us a long time. We know most of you jump off around 10, 15 minutes. So thanks for hanging with us. Feel free to subscribe if you like this, you want more of it. We drop these 3 days a week on the Maui Hotless Houlihan and a deal of the week sometime in between. Be on the lookout for that. Until next time, ho-wee ho.
We